Hi guys, and welcome back, and happy new year to you. So I don't know if of course you've noticed, everybody's noticed that the price of everything is going up. I mean, I just looked at my water bill. We're on a water meter, and a few years ago it was about £54 a month, and now it's £90 a month, and it's doubled almost. And we've not used any more water, but that's just the water side. Then you look at our electricity and our gas. Well, the gas company, I think, who was it now? I forget who we're with. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They announced that the gas is getting cheaper, but they're putting the price of electric up. Profiteering, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just sick of it. And the other company, to bring it back around to the cars, is insurance is a necessary evil, but they rip us off. So, some of you say, oh no, they don't rip us off. Yes, they do. It's profiteering, because when it comes to renewal time, like recently for me, they put the premiums up. But then you go on the comparison sites like Go Compare and others available, and you see the same insurer offering the same cover cheaper. So why don't they offer me cheaper in the first place? So yeah, out of principle, I won't go back with them. I'll pick another company to insure with that possibly cheaper again. But why do they do that? I don't understand that. Let me know in the comments why they do that. I think what they do is they like to profiteer off lazy people that don't like to shop around. Anyway, this video, I don't want this video to turn into a rant, because it's supposed to be on about the car insurance and why our premiums increase. So in recent years, the quoted price for UK car insurance has surged, don't we know it? At one point rising 80% from May 2021 to 2024. Even with recent small falls in premiums, costs are still far above the pre-pandemic levels, and many drivers feel that they're being priced off the road. I wouldn't say priced off the road, well, some may be, but I think it's annoying. Anyway, why has this happened? Well, let's have a look. There isn't just one reason, profiteering. There are many reasons, big forces pushing the prices up. So the reason, or one of the main reasons, is the cost of repairing modern cars has gone up significantly due to the amount of tech that's in the cars, cameras, sensors, and the supply chain. Don't forget the supply chain of getting the parts as well. Everything has gone up, and only recently my parents had an accident where they dented the back of the car. It was a sizable shunt where they went into a post and it smashed the back window, and it needed a new back tailgate, but the insurance valued it as £7,500 worth of damage, which they ended up getting done. And I'll put a picture up here so you can see what the damage was, but it doesn't look like £7,500 worth of damage, and that's because of all the sensors and cameras and whatnot in the car. So according to recent data, average non-fault repair costs reached over £5,000 in 2025. So like I just said, in my parents' case, it was £7,500, and that's just the repair bill. Labour rates in urban garages cost more too. So anyway, so yeah, I'm guessing the £5,000 to repair and labour on top of it, 2.5. So that's how they arrived to the £7,500. And insurance companies don't cover just your bumper alone. They cover everything involved in the claim. When the repair bill is high, premiums follow because they rake the money back. The main factor is inflation is getting out of control. They like to think, or they not think, they like to tell us that it's under control, but it isn't. It's still too high. Parts availability still hasn't completely recovered since the pandemic, and combined with general inflation and rising shipping costs and tariffs, insurers are paying for almost every claim made. It's affecting everybody. This means more money to come from you, the driver, and when you renew your policy, unless you go compare and try and find cheaper. So since the pandemic, the traffic volumes on the road have gone up, so that means there's more accidents and there's more claims for us all to pay for. And obviously, let's get the climate change in. Severe weather events, storms and flooding have also contributed. Of course it has, yes. Weather-related damage is up and putting further pressure on insurers. And let's not forget those who like to live outside the system and not bother insuring their vehicles. We have to pay for them as well, so thanks for that. When an uninsured motorist causes an accident, a victim is compensated by the Motor Insurer Bureau, which is funded by a levy on all UK insurance policies, meaning you and I are indirectly paying for uninsured drivers' mistakes. Thanks for that. Cheers. Now, when I first started this video, I spoke about comparison sites and you actually finding your own insurer offering a cheaper rate than they're currently offering you as a renewal. Well, the Financial Conduct Authority have actually banned this practice, the so-called loyalty penalty, meaning insurers must price renewal policies at levels no higher than the equivalent of a new customer. That's great for fairness, but it also reduces a huge introductory discounts to a new insurer. So we can't save there anymore on the comparison sites. So is this the death of the comparison sites coming up? We'll see. But what this does is actually push the baseline for every insurer to charge more, whether it's a new policy or a renewal. So basically everybody ends up paying more. So yeah, that's great as well. But then again, not everybody's on an equal playing field. You see, young drivers typically see the biggest hikes because they haven't got the experience, sometimes paying double what they used to pay just a few years ago. You're seeing drivers in big cities like London, for example, face enormous premiums compared to people who live in rural areas. And if you have speeding convictions, the data suggests your premium could be around 23% higher than someone without a conviction. So the result is insurance is often the single largest annual cost for many motorists, bigger than road tax, bigger than MOTs, and that's before you even drive anywhere and tax your car, because that's a joke as well, because we've recently bought a car that falls into the government's luxury car bracket. It's a Ford Cougar. Since when has that been classed as a luxury car? So it's not just greedy corporations fleecing us. It's all to do with, well, what should we say? The repair costs, supply chain, uninsured drivers, complex modern cars, that goes with the repair costs, regulatory shifts, and the hidden costs are all stacking up against the drivers. So yeah, it's a mixture of it all, to be fair. But there is an element of corporate greed with the big insurers. And it's not just about you being bad risk. Everyone's costs are rising across the board for everything, like I said in the beginning of the video, and bills are starting to hit us hard. It's going to get to a point where things will start to fail because people just can't afford to exist anymore. Because wages aren't rising, ad revenue from YouTube isn't increasing. Although if you carry on watching my videos, that does help me a lot. And the other thing that will help me out a lot is commenting and liking and sharing the video. So please do that, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm sorry this has been a bit of a rant video, but yeah, it really bugs me how in this country we are fleeced.